Takeover Show. For everybody who's just tuning in, I am your host, Miss Kayla. We are highlighting and spotlighting our entrepreneurs, our small business owners out there who have decided to go into business for themselves and to do the dang thing. This young lady with us today is no different. I have the owner of One Crafting Mama, Miss Stephanie Hall. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I am a full-time licensed cosmetologist by trade. I am a wife, a mom of two small kids, both boys, so they keep me young. I've lived in the Missouri area pretty much all my life. I'm very military oriented. My father was in the military. My brother is currently serving in the United States Air Force. My husband served in the Army. So constant kind of bouncing around has always been part of the family. But we settled here, and this is where I've been for the longest. I've been crafting for almost a year now, and it's definitely been an adventure where I can express my creativity, not only with hair, but also with wearable art and drinkable art as well.
So have you always been interested in art? Like, has this been something you've always wanted to do?
Not in this aspect, no. I didn't even really want to be a hairstylist, to be honest. I told my mom, I was like, I'm not doing hair. I just don't want to do it. I did hair at home, like a side hustle, but to do it full time, licensed, that was not the plan. No. My first love of artistry was makeup. I got into makeup at a really young age. I did makeup from 18 till now. I moved to St. Louis. I worked for a few cosmetic companies that are pretty well known. I worked with Clinique, MAC, Shiseido, Lancome. So I worked with a lot of different cosmetic companies, which of course cosmetics pulls in hair. And of course with hair pulls in other type of creativity outlets. So I got on TikTok and was like, you know what? I think I can do that. And of course, the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper that you fall into. And then I look up and I'm like, man, I got all this stuff here that wasn't really supposed to be here originally. It just kind of happened. But it's been fun.
So now do you enjoy doing hair?
Yes. I found it a little bit difficult at first because of course the crafting kind of took over. So my love of hair kind of dwindled. But when we moved to a different salon, it did spark that love of hair back because we were in a different environment now. We have a different location. It's a lot smaller because our salon was so big and it's just me and my mom. It just felt real distant. So now that we're in a smaller salon and we're a little bit more close and personal with our clients, it definitely sparked I'm not gonna say the love, it's always been there, but it definitely sparked the greater interest of doing hair back into my life other than crafting, because crafting really did kind of take over. So I have to balance between all businesses, because I actually have three legal businesses. So I have to balance between business and then being a mom and being a wife. So it can get difficult, but I still manage. I don't know how. The grace of God, but I manage.
That's going to be my next question. How do you manage it?
Calendars are my best friend. I do keep calendars and planners. I set alarms. I have so many sticky notes and so many different things on my desk to remind me, hey, you gotta do this. This is due this day. You gotta do this video, this sponsor, this and this client. And it can get overwhelming. So definitely, like my dad always says, paper doesn't forget. So I always make sure I write things down. And with the technology we have now, it's kind of impossible to forget things, even though I read the email wrong. But technology does make it highly impossible for you to be able to forget things. So I do set alarms. I set to-do lists. So definitely just making sure you write things down and put them in their proper perspective will definitely help to keep you organized in everything that you do.
That's what's up. So, okay, One Crafting Mama. Why that name for one?
I don't know how it happened, honestly. My husband usually comes up with all my business names, believe it or not. Really, he really comes up with the majority of my business names. I actually pitched this name to him and he didn't like it. He's like, I don't like that. And then of course the way I spelled it Momma instead of the traditional Mama. And I didn't want traditional. I wanted something different. But I'm just one crafting mom. So I was like, and I said it and I was like, oh man,
that's it.
One crafting mama. And my husband's like, I don't like it.
Did he have a better idea then?
It's not your business. So it's mine. So until I think of something else that sticks and resonates, it's going to be One Crafting Mama. And It stayed, obviously. But he did come up with some good names, but they just weren't quite good enough for what I wanted. So
Gotcha.
that's how One Crafted Mama kind of came into flourishing on accident, kind of on accident.
So what are some of the items that you craft?
So I do customizable and personal wearable and drinkable art. So for wearable art, I do t-shirts, canvas bags, tank tops, pretty much anything that's either a cotton or polyester blend that can take 300 degrees in 15 seconds, I'm pressing on it.
Oh wow.
That's just period. I do tumblers. So this is sublimation tumblers. I can put anything on a tumbler,
That's
any type of
cool.
image. This is actually a QR code that actually does work on my cup.
On the
So whenever I'm
tumbler.
out and about, people can scan my cup. And then this is pressed with a certain type of ink that needs heat. And when a heat is applied, it turns into a vapor and it presses to whatever it's up against, but it has to have a special type of coating. And then I just got into EcoSolvent, which is kind of like DTF printing, but just a cheaper alternative. So now I can
Let
press
me know what
on.
that means. I don't know. I do not know what that means.
So a lot of times when you go to Walmart and you see like the digital or the graphic t-shirts, that's some type of screen printing or direct to fabric, which is DTF. Direct to fabric can be very expensive. So I did a cheaper alternative, which is for EcoSolvent. So EcoSolvent is a water-based ink. So that makes whatever I press on a t-shirt waterproof. And the type of paper I use, it's flexible and stretchable and it's scratch resistant. So therefore your projects can last longer than using just regular heat transfer vinyl. And you have more color and more customizable options with using EcoSolve because now I can press to any material, not just a certain type of fabric.
Oh, and I can wash everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything.
Yes, ma'am. You can wash it and it will never lose its color. It will never lose its integrity. It won't get all crinkly. It will still stay the same.
Okay. So now you do tumblers? Do you do like trays or what else?
I haven't gotten into the trays. I have a live stream / podcast I call Power Hour, and we did one called Put a Cap on It. Know when to stop crafting, when to stop adding things, because you'll go down a rabbit hole real quick. And TikTok is known for this. I see certain things like, oh, I can do that, I can do that, and before I know, I have 20 different unfinished projects in my office. So I could get into the tray tables, but I don't. I mostly do a lot of t-shirts and sublimation tumblers and then EcoSolvent. I try to keep it very limited because the space I'm in is very small. So I have to utilize the space that I have and not crowd it with a bunch of things that I might get to. I'd rather do things in here that I know I will do.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What's the craziest thing somebody has made you put on their shirt?
The craziest thing, I haven't got a shirt, but I've got a tumbler. And I showed my mom, like, what? And on the cup, it it was for a guy that he bought for either his girlfriend or for his wife. But it said, I can't remember. But either way, on the cup was a word that I was like, why would you want this on a cup? Why would you want this on a cup? Why would you want this? I was like, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna post to social media because it just goes against everything in my Christian world to put this word on this cup. And I'm gonna do it, but just know you will not see this on my page advertising. And he was like, I understand. So I'm like, I don't know why you want that on the cup, but I was like, okay, if you want it done, I can get it done.
Do it. But that's
I can get it done, but I won't plaster on social media because I don't want people thinking that I backslid.
This is not what I do.
I'm like, we don't want to do that. So he was understandable. So
that's good. That's good. Where do you see yourself with One Crafting Mama 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I literally just said this to myself. I was talking to myself yesterday. And I really want to put together like a crafters convention. So the next 5 years, I'm going to do like a huge, massive crafting convention when we have special guests come out. You know, you can shop with the crafters at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Just every day is a new topic. On one day, we'll talk about sublimation. One day, we'll talk about creating designs, or they're in Canva and Photoshop. And then another day. So each day is a different thing. And I want to have just a huge, I want it to be big, like almost a week long, like big event where different creators come out and they show forth their talents and their gifts and their skills. And we just all just one hands-on big convention when everyone can be hands-on learning. Because I'm a hands-on learner. Give me a piece of paper with instructions, and I'm like, is there a video with this? Like, I need a video. So I do see myself doing a big convention. I do have a goal to be a millionaire for specific reasons, because I want to be able to pay for my kids' college, either cash or scholarship. There's no other option. So I do want to pay for my kids' college for both of my boys, be able to financially support my parents since they supported me all this time. Even in my adulthood, they still support me and my family. So I definitely want to be able to show that love back and bless my parents with that. And then, of course, my husband's parents as well. So those are two goals: a big convention and then to be a millionaire.
That's dope. That's dope, Stephanie. I just lost my train of thought.
My bad.
You're good. How can people follow you on social media? That's not what
so you can follow me on social media. I keep it easy. All of my social media tags are the same. So for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, it's One Crafting Momma 20. That's MOMMA 20. But on YouTube, it's One Crafting Momma.
But on YouTube, One Crafting Momma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is that the same way? So how people can purchase from you and things like that?
You can purchase from me. The website is exactly the same: www.onecraftingmama20.com. Yep. And you go to my TikTok, the link in my bio shows all my social media pages, all my tags, and everything, how you can reach me, contact me. It's all located on my TikTok bio.
Okay. Oh, do you do classes?
I do one-on-one sessions with those that need a little bit of extra help. I do a little bit of help in my live streams, but sometimes people just want that one-on-one, up close and personal, hands-on time. So I do offer classes for certain crafting skill sets. Yes.
Okay. So have you ever seen like the what they call them, trap and paint? Popular, so like it's like a big event where people come, like the sip and paint type of boards.
She not
trap and paint. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I know you're not. You should do a praise and paint. You're not trapping. You're right.
Praise and paint.
Yes.
But it's like a big event where it's like a group full of people together, and they play, certain music, but it's like a painting with a twist event. Everybody has like their paint boards, their easels, or whatever. But it's a whole big event. Have you ever thought, well, you want a conference?
I want a conference. But I mean, don't despise the small beginnings. So I'm always willing to try things out on a smaller scale, because so my husband, he's like, you always go big. I don't know how to do small stuff. Like it's either big or nothing. Like I like big hair. It's just big or nothing. If you're gonna do it, just do it. So when I bought new equipment, I was like, I want the biggest cutting machine I can get. He's like, oh my Lord, my pockets. I'm like, if I want to do it, I'm going to go big with it, because I know eventually I'm going to expand out. And that's one of the mistakes that I made, was thinking too small, because the mindset on your business is so important. You always have to think with the end in mind. And I didn't first starting off. And now I have a printer that's limited to what I can do. And I should have just went with the biggest printer I can get, and I didn't. So that's why I always do things on a bigger, grander scale, because you just never know what that one piece of equipment will be able to do for you in the long run.
That makes sense. Stephanie, it's been a pleasure having
you. Yes, ma'am. I thank you so much. It's been such an honor and a pleasure to be on here. I'm excited. I went through all you guys' social media. I love everything that you guys have done. I think it's just awesome that you take the time out of y'all busy day just to highlight us small business owners. We appreciate it, because a lot of times we get forgotten about sometimes. So it's nice to see. Yes, and it's nice to see that you guys do highlight and appreciate small business owners. So we do appreciate that.
You're welcome. I don't know if you heard my partner back here, but we were forgotten about too.
That's why we don't forget nobody.
Yep.
Listen, it's hard out here in these streets. Yeah. It's hard out here in these streets, especially when so many people do the same thing you do. It gets even harder.
Absolutely.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, thank you once again, Stephanie. Before I let you go, one more time, and let people know how they can follow you on your social media.
So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at One Crafting Momma 20, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at One Crafting Momma.
Y'all heard it here first on Total Entertainment Radio.
One crafted mama.
One crafted mama.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all continue to rock with Total Entertainment Radio by going to www.totalentradio.com. Hit the TER radio button to listen. You can also go on over to Total Praise Radio. You feel like you're listening for the moment.
So we can do the praise and paint.
The praise.
Yes.
Until next time, everybody, I am your girl, Miss Kayla. We are signing off. Peace. All right. Did I end it?